Hello everybody, how is it going today? So today I am playing Designer City and I'm showing you my city, which is called Perrisburg. As we go over here, you can see we have the name Perrisburg. So my city so far has around 100, almost 168,000 people. So it's pretty big right now. It's not that big. There's cities with millions of people. If you go here online, you'll find cities with millions of people. There's one even with 5.3 billion people called Tokyo, which is basically just a bunch of residential towers. It's not very creative. But I'm not here to brag about my city, saying that it's better than Tokyo. Because, honestly, I think it looks good. And I think from here you can also know how to design a good city. And one with a lot of variety in architecture, and also maybe even like get creative and create what I created here, a whole snow biome. Occasionally, there are some igloos, like right here and right here. They both upgraded to level 10. I think there are more igloos somewhere else, but a lot of these residential buildings are not really snow related, which is kind of sad. Maybe an improvement I can add here is add more like these decorations, especially because here it's pretty empty. Right now, I want to exchange some gold so we can have enough money to like build maybe gingerbread houses, which are pretty good for the season. So now, this is because I have a stock exchange. That way I can I can exchange my gold is because I have a stock exchange. So let's go down to it and I can show you. I'm just trying to get to it. The city is pretty big. Here it is. The stock exchange. Employing 2,397 people. And it provides 1 gold every 3 hours, I believe. So here, once you have this, you can trade your gold. And this is unlocked on level... Oh, sorry. What are you doing? This is unlocked on level 98. I'm on level 117, so yeah, I have a lot unlocked. I also can exchange my diamonds now. So currently, with the amount of food I have, I can exchange it for 2 diamonds, which is not a lot. But if you want to get this food quick, I can show you something that I built. Just give this a second to load. Now let's go to this side of the map, where you can see that I have a mushroom farm here. This costs 100 gold, so I don't have enough to build another one yet. If I wanted to, just to make food production go up faster, and so I can trade it for more diamonds. But I have this mushroom farm here, which supplies me with 16,000 food every 2 hours. This is ready in 1 hour 54 minutes. And so I can get food very quickly and wait a few days, and then I can exchange it for diamonds. I have 14 diamonds currently. I can exchange my food right now for about 2. I'm not going to do it now. I'm going to wait till I have more food, because this takes 100,000 food and it only gives you like 2 diamonds. So it's not very easy to obtain diamonds unless you have something like a mushroom farm, which provides you with a lot of food. On level 0, this supplies you with 8,000 food, but it provides 8,000 more once you upgrade it to level 10. And since it has free upgrades, it's even better. Now here is a historic neighborhood. I'm still kind of working on it. So this is basically a large historic neighborhood with a lot of older buildings. And I honestly think it looks good. If you want to tell me your opinions on this neighborhood, let me know down in the comments. There are a few blocks of these that are then just replaced by modern buildings and stuff, but once you go further out west, you'll see a lot more of the older architecture. It's not the most creative because you have these like blocks here that are looking the same. In fact, if I go on an overview of the city, give you an aerial view of the whole city in general, Just look at how many of these I actually built. It's pretty insane. But this is kind of an amazing thing, no? I mean, look, and even the train station here is pretty awesome looking, because just surrounded by stone wall and easy access to the road, which is, I mean, I think all of these elements are really nice to add. There are also some amazing parks here. This is overall a really beautiful neighborhood, and it has some really beautiful stuff too. A lot of stuff that provides ecology, and it's pretty amazing. This is also like really pretty. I added a park here and two businesses here. Also, currently I have some problems with having way too many jobs. That's easily fixable, and so I've been working on it. And yeah, I have some things to work on with my power, water, and trash supply. That's fine. We have space. Like right here is a good amount of space. So I want to, if I expand, I'll just build some more road. I don't think it normally costs you 4 million, but you start out like I don't remember at what price it starts out. When you start the game, like you start out by being able to expand it. It's a lot cheaper than this, but I've expanded a lot, so the price of land expansion has definitely gone up. So since I have only 15% trash collection, which is enough, I have enough to build a refuse plant, which can provide me with 1,500 trash. This I can put over here. I don't know, whatever. And now I have only 11 gold left, but doesn't really matter too much. This will provide me with more trash. So now, when I look at my statistics, let me just wait for this to save. Gosh, that took a while. Usually doesn't take that long. Now I have more jobs than people again. But now I have way more trash collection. I need more water. A 16% surplus, which is not too bad. But I mean, it could be better. Anyway, so I think if we go back to this historic neighborhood anyway, let's just tour this around this a little more. Let's see, there's a lot of ecology here, like a lot of trees, a lot of nice historic buildings and parks, and these ruins here. They don't really look like ruins, but they look like a more cool piece of architecture just to add. And this is like a more like a mansion kind of area for like richer residents, set aside by all this like multi-family development. It's kind of cool, to be fair. Most of the city, if I go on an overview of the city, I can show you that a lot of it is dominated by high rises to mid rises. There's really like one like suburban rural area just right here. I plan on like making the city as urban as possible. Why am I getting a lot of money all of a sudden? Alright, anyway, so let's tour this central business district, which is, I guess there's really no specific place for it, but just because this place is like the densest, at least the densest I can see. Well, here's basically the central business district. Now that I have a diamond exchange, oh yeah, let me show you where that is, because I can show you. You can also exchange diamonds. I'm also working on this a little bit, so adding some residential buildings here. But this is my diamond exchange. It employs a lot of people. I upgraded it to level 10, which probably wasn't really necessary because, I mean, it's still just not going to provide me much more. But it did provide me a lot of employment that did cause the whole more jobs than people crisis. There's more housing to be added here, which I probably should add before I forget. Let's see. I do find that there are a lot of buildings to put here. I also probably want to like maybe build a pathway to connect everything here. That would be a pretty good idea. My population did increase, but it's not going to show it as much because I have like over 100,000 people, so it's just rounding up the population. That's kind of what's going on here. I'm just trying to build as many towers as possible. This is what significantly increases population. I think that should be, yeah, there we go, 167.7 people. And maybe another tower here. Why would I want to put it there? like right here, you add and it gives you more population. 106 residents. There's some of my towers have like more than like 2,000, like the Marina Tower that I have here, 2,696. And let's go over here. Hearst Tower has 2,533, which is a little less than the Marina Tower. It's pretty nice though. So yeah, and this is a big industrial plant right here. Oh, big industrial zone, I guess. There's a lot of industrial stuff and energy stuff. Look how many waste plants I put here. That is quite insane. And if you like live like in these buildings or in that one, you can look across the bay and look. It's beautiful. But then if you could see past this like really long bridge that I built, it connects you to here, you'll just be seeing all the smoke rising into the air. It's not going to be a very pleasant living experience. It's really better than like not having housing at all, but to be fair, I do have a job crisis. And this is called having your city have like just a lot of understaffed businesses and stuff. But yeah, so this is like a big industrial zone, and there's a bit more industrial. There are a bit more industrial buildings in this snow biome, like warehouses. What's this? A lumber mill, a small refinery. Well, a freeze plant is for trash, and you can live right next to it if you want. Throw your trash there, which is pretty convenient. I mean, it's obviously not a pretty sight to look at, but still pretty convenient. And yeah, there's a lot of stuff in the snow biome. I haven't expanded the railway much over here. I was going to like maybe buy more land like past this, but yeah, not really. So my city currently doesn't have an airport, but that's gonna be built I think later on. I'm not gonna bother with it now. And yeah, here's a little secluded area. If you want to live here, get away from the noise of the city, I think it would be pretty. I think it's a pretty nice experience. I don't know about you. Okay, and we also have like a railway here. And I think this will eventually get replaced with a tunnel to continue going eastward. And before I forget, here's like a little mini park that I built right next to these townhouses. And this area over here is pretty nice. Oh, and can't remember that I have a football team as well. I don't know what to call them, but I'm obviously not calling them the Green Bay Packers. That's already taken. It's pretty obvious. And here's like a little road tunnel that connects these two. But yeah, this very long bridge, monorail runs next to it for a while. This goes right across this huge lake here, and it's connected. And it's also this lake is connected by a bunch of these small waterways. Like, look at this. I have canals running all through the city. I'm basically a more modern version of Amsterdam. And this canal just, I don't know. This is more like a river right here. Not much of a canal, even though I dug it myself. But just look how much water runs through my city. It's kind of insane. Perrisburg is like, now you get a break from water. Just this small tiny patch here once you're in this historic district. You have some water here, but overall it's not like an insane amount. Okay, there are a few rivers running through here. I was wrong about that. Okay, but there's still a really big amount of waterways running through my city. This whole thing here is a huge river that I'm building, and there's just so much water, honestly. This is kind of crazy, to be fair. There are a lot of trees too, and parks. This is a really big park right here, and that's basically because I'm just building a lot of parks here. It's good for the ecology of the city, really helps out, and I think it's really nice to have as an addition to a city. And yeah, there's quite a lot more that I want to accomplish with the city, like building an airport, maybe having more sports teams. But overall, I think what you can learn from Perrisburg is a really good idea of how to build a good city. I think this is honestly a pretty well designed city. There are a few suburban areas, and then there's also a lot of parking. Parking kind of takes up space in your city, so you might not want to build like too much of it. But overall, I still have a lot of buildings, still very walkable streets, and overall, I got up to 150% with ecology, parks, as well as just building beautiful neighborhoods. And yeah, I think this is going pretty well. And I don't have that many buildings that cost diamonds because it was pretty hard to obtain them. I mean, yeah, and then this one last area over here, I'm working on it now, is the hood. Like, you have an abandoned building here. This one. Which has residents in it, but, you know. This is kind of the hood, basically. You have a fence here, and these areas set off by fences. So, yeah. And this bridge over here is just really beautiful. There's a Thai restaurant right across from the hood, and a bunch of this beautiful stuff. I mean, it's kind of insane, to be fair. And so that's basically my city. I think there might be a little more that I want to show you, but probably not going to get to it now. Oh, this. I have another thing to tell you before I end off this video is building public transit, because if you want to boost ecology, I don't know, I don't think it's really much about boosting ecology. I think it's more about providing your citizens with multiple varieties of getting around. So it's a good idea. I built a lot of bus stops. You don't have to do this, honestly. I mean, even like there's a Sphere Game Studios has also like created like a version of Designer City called Space City, where bus transportation is not a thing. Overall, though, you do want to have a good amount of public transportation in your city. It has to be basically over here this is mainly about like just reaching a lot of neighborhoods.
Almost.
Oh, and
I'm doing it like
here's
I'm doing the same.
Here's the daily reward that you get. I guess this is now like a lot of stuff. So today I get 31 gold. Sweet. That's pretty nice. I don't think I have any bus stops on this street. I mean, I might want to add some, but really not. I mean, I know it kind of goes like off into like this residential zone. And it's like a little pedestrian bridge, but I think it probably would be good to add bus stops here, but okay, fine, I'll add some. I just decided, you know what? Why not? We're gonna put some next to the park, so it doesn't take too long to walk from the bus stop to the park. But yeah. There's other stuff about public transport, about like my public transport here. I have like railways too. So this is like the central station right here, the railway hub, and here you have the trains that go. It's a through running system. So yeah, the train just goes right here through this, next to somebody's house. Really nice. I love watching trains pass by, and then a small railway station over here that then leads two ways and goes on. This one just goes right into the snow biome, and then it splits into two tracks again, or separate ways to go. This one go eastward, then turning back northward, and this is just continuing northward all the way. There's a lot of railroad here, basically. Like over here, I built a tunnel to connect to my suburban part over here with like some train station over here, and some public transportation, as well as just local buses and stuff. It's a very low density neighborhood though, because there are a lot of like these single family houses and farms. So not a lot of people really live in this area. There's also a highway running through it. I have like probably two freeways in the city, which is probably not the best city planning, especially because like this one runs right next to the historic neighborhood, which is kind of dumb. Like hearing highway noise next to a historic neighborhood is General Motors just telling you that they're trying to take control of your historic neighborhood. But anyway, this is basically the whole city for now. If you like it, please share, and yeah, thanks for watching.